Hello all and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. We are in our third week of the summer season, where we have only a few more things to try to sort out. We've been very fortunate and lucky in that having Mr. Key give us a friendship-related quest to us, we've been able to improve the friendships with virtually everybody in the town. There's only a couple. I think it's Leo, Kent, and the kids. I think Jasmine are the ones that I need to focus on because they're the least. Marnie's not too bad. I mean, yes, she's not at the maximum yet, but we're getting there. And yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that. And of course, we've got lots of wine here, which is fantastic stuff. It's nice and aged, which is good. And we'll be able to sell that for a decent chunk of change, which is good. Because I need to get that 10,000 for, well, reasonably obvious reasons. I need to get the 10,000 guinea pigs to make the golden clock. Now I'm going to throw 100 of the bottles of wine that I've got in here to just sell. Because there's not much point in me holding on to it, really. I don't need it all, and I'm just going to keep producing it. So I might as well just flog the stuff that I definitely don't need and can just get on with. But, that's my logic on that one, at least. Okay, so let's just sort this bit out here. Now, I could probably sell a fair few of these batteries as well, because I don't really need that many batteries either, which is reasonable. Okay, so we've got all these ancient fruit that's ready again, which is fantastic. So that's, again, another chunk of change, which is kind of what we're after. And let's see what we can get. Now, the ancient fruit itself is going to be predominantly useful in turning into wine. Of course, we can cycle through some other things to turn into wine. We've got all the pineapples, we've got the star fruit. So we've got a reasonable amount of good stuff going on here. Of course, I do want to make sure that I get other ways of making money and to improve the decent relationship that I have with villagers and improve that to be the maximum. Not going to be impossible or too difficult. It's just making sure that I do that. Now, the other thing that we also have to figure out as well is there anything else that we need to do on the farm itself? Now, I still want to buy the community upgrade number 2, which is going to give us a bunch of shortcuts. Of course, that is going to chop off like another 200,000, which is, a thing. And I guess what I'm going to have to do is try and figure out how am I going to make the 10 million. I honestly don't think I'm going to make it. Other than potentially really intensively working Ginger Island. And I think that's really going to be the easiest way for me to do it. Ginger Island needs working. And, yeah. It all needs organising. Sadly. And I guess that's going to be the big, tough challenge in this one now. As I've got a large quantity of money I need to make. But am I going to be able to do it? And I guess that's the big question on this one. How easy is it going to be? And honestly, I don't think it's going to be that simple, unfortunately. But for now, we'll sort of figure that one out as we go. I mean, it's not going to be, like, impossible to try to get that. But, yeah, it's not going to be easy. Because I've then got the opportunity to grow pumpkins, which is good. And they're the highest value thing that I can grow during the autumn season. Because what I'm planning on doing, being that it's coming up to the last few days, is sorry, yeah, now that this is week 4, is planting a bunch of wheat on the last few days to keep the soil in its good condition. Once I've done that, then I can cycle in something a bit more valuable, potentially. But we're going to have to see how well that works. Not saying I'm super nervous, but I'm a bit nervous. Because I would very much like to achieve it. And year 3, end of year 3 is the aim for me on this one. And we'll see how well that goes. And I know I feel a bit ridiculous sort of like chatting about it and going, yeah, this is what I'm aiming for. But, you know, that is my genuine aim. I want to achieve it. And I don't think it's impossible. It's just not that likely right now. But anyway. Other things that I need to do. I just generally improve some of the growth that I have of crops and other things. Now, I've planted a selection of mahogany trees on Ginger Island. And Ginger Island's mahogany trees are going to be quite useful for me in testing something. Because I do really want to test and see if my theory is correct. I mean, I could be incredibly wrong. It's more of a, I'd like to see what happens more than anything. Because I just want to see if a heavy tapper and if a regular tapper will make an impact on how much sap is produced and how frequently. Because I believe sap is daily. So that's my theory. But we will see indeed on that one. It's not a huge amount that I can sort of figure out on that one. We do want to actually genuinely want to find it and figure it out. But for now, going to visit Marnie is going to be high on my list of priorities because I want to improve my relationship with her and give her a diamond. That's easy. Same with hopefully Jasmine's in there because I need to improve my relationship with her. Now, I'm not saying that I have to give purely loved gifts, but of course it will make my life a bit quicker and a bit easier. Now, I don't think there's any like heart friendship events with the kids. Oh, there we go, Marnie. That's convenient. You're there exactly where I needed you. That's useful. Okay, lovely stuff. Okay. What next? So, Kent is the next, not tricky, super challenging one, but he's just got. I don't really know where he is. I don't know his general footfall. I don't know where he ends up. I don't know where he goes. Because unfortunately, he's not like one of those sorts of characters where he actually has anything. Which sounds really daft, but it's not like he's like key for anything. He doesn't do anything in the town. So you can see Kent and Leo are the next bottom two. They're the ones that I've got, other than Ray. But I don't think that's too difficult, right? I don't actually know what the benefit of leveling the friendship up with your kids actually is. I assume there is a benefit. Maybe they're more likely to give you things. I mean, I don't even know if they do. I mean, I'm thinking of like the children in Skyrim, like every now and again turning up and being like, "Oh yeah, Father, I've given you this." It's like, cool, lovely. Right. So we're also going to grow a lot of radishes as well because they're a quick growing crop, and that's going to make life a bit easier. Right now, at least. So I guess that's kind of the way I'm going to have to go for the moment, isn't it? But yeah, I'm also going to make a lot more of these wine casks and preserves jars and put them inside the shed here. Because that's, well, I mean, the extra shed, which is going to have a 50-50 split. Now, I've got to debate whether I make another shed and actually fill it again in the same way. Because I do have a lot of crops. And the return increase in value of the other produce, such as, well, increasing the value by turning it into jams or whatever, does seem like a vaguely sensible plan to me. So I might give that a go. Honestly, I think that might be a better way of doing things, possibly. I mean, I could very well be incorrect on whether that's actually a viably useful idea, but it's a theory. Maybe not a particularly good one, but it's a theory. Well, you know. I come up with weird and wonderful plans. It's probably the best way of putting it, isn't it? Okay, so let's quickly teleport back up to the top of the house and see what we can do. Okay, so it's 4:40. We've still got a little bit... Well, I say a little bit. We've still got a reasonable chunk of the day that we can do things in, which is good. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab that. Again, I could turn those into things, or I can just fling them straight in for sale. And I think selling them is probably going to be the best plan right now. Honestly. Now, finding Leo is going to be the big question, because Leo is, of course, somebody I want to find, because I need to give him as many gifts as possible, because he is, again, somebody I need to improve the relationship with. Thankfully, he's super easy, being that he just likes, well, I just say he just likes, he likes mangoes, and logic dictates in my brain, yeah, of course Leo likes mangoes. It's kind of where he's from, isn't he? So, it's one of those, it makes sense to my brain. So, we'll give that a try at least. Now, who else do we want to see today? You did find wild fruits. How lovely for you, Leia. I'm very glad. I'm glad you got to enjoy some wild fruit. I'm disappointed that I didn't get to. Okay, so Kent's still not home. Where the heck is he? And that's the big question, is where the hell is he? Oh, there's a quest on the bulletin board. Let's see what's actually available. Aquatic overpopulation and cave patrol. Well, dust spirits. Well, I kind of want the coal. So actually doing the dust spirits is kind of useful because I need the coal. Oh, a diamond out of a panning thing. That's pretty useful. Now, I don't think I'm wearing the dust sprites, like the burglar's ring. So I'm going to go and put on the burglar's ring instead of my reviving ring. Because that will give me the ability to fight my way through stuff and theoretically gain just, well, twice as many resources out of it. Ah, there's Kent. You fantastically useful man. Well, I say fantastically useful. It was useful that I was able to find him. I didn't realise he'd gone to the beach. Which is fair enough. Just would have been good if I'd thought about it. Really? Ah, well. We'll live and learn. Okay, so what else can we do here? Well, let's just grab the other miscellaneous chaff from here. Because there is obviously going to be some. And that's going to be handy just for flinging into sale. No other reasons, really, isn't it? It's just make some money, sell some stuff, do some things. Okay, so we'll put that in there. What else can we do? Well, I think, honestly, the miscellaneous stuff that we've got, we can just fling. Because it doesn't matter. There you go. Off you trot. Okay, so that's that sold. I need to see Leo, hence the mango. But what next? Well, I don't need that ring, so I can get rid of that. I can just genuinely go away. It's not helpful right And that's perfectly normal, perfectly legitimate. Because why the hell would I need it? Honestly. I'm going to head into the mines now, I think. That's probably going to be the best, most prudent option for me. And, no, Leo's not in there. Where is that boy? The trouble is, I don't know where he goes either, in the same way that I don't really know where Kent goes. So it's slightly harder to find him. I mean, I hope I can. Because that would help. Maybe he's on the island. I'm not sure. But, again, I should probably check. Okay, so we've got all of these. That's fine. What next, though? Okay, so I'm going to have to clear out a bit more land here and increase the amount of plants that are on the island just to try and just give me as much money as possible here. And I wonder how well that's going to work. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be particularly viable. I can hope. I'm not expecting much, but it'd be nice if it does work. And like I say, we will test and see. And, yeah. Let's give it a go. Well, let's reorganize that. Again, I might need to just sell some stuff. The trouble is I have sold quite a lot of just guff already. And there's not a huge amount that I've got lying around that I can use. So I'm not feeling super confident. But yeah, I'm going to grab this combined ring. And that's going to give me a good benefit here. Because, yeah, it's a handy, useful tool right now. Okay, so we got the increase there. I'm going to pop that one there. I'm going to pop the reviving ring, the phoenix ring, away for now. So the mines are still on hard mode. So that might give me another benefit generally for sort of like searching for it. Because I might get some more expensively valuable drops, which would be really handy, honestly. Whether that's that likely is kind of a different question. But, I mean, a man can hope, right? Leo, are you in here? No, you're not. You're not asleep, so that's vaguely good, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Well, let's head on in. I know there's not much left in the day, but I only need to kill a bunch of dust sprites. And I know where they live. I know what floor they're on. Here we go. We've got some. Let's just start the murdering. The spiders themselves aren't too much of a worry either, which is kind of nice. Because they would be... They're an unusual enemy in that they don't appear in the regular dungeon. I mean, say dungeon. In the regular mines, I don't believe. I've not seen their equivalent. So... I do wonder if that's genuinely a thing. All the same, though, I've got the option to just quickly drink, I say drink, or eat some of these salmon berries, just to give myself some energy and health, if anything goes a little bit pear-shaped. And as long as I don't get mugged by one of those damn ghosts, I should be okay, really. Because the ghosts are generally the thing that messes me up the most when I'm in these particular floors. Oh my goodness, that is a floor and a half of things. So this is going to be an interesting little fight here, isn't it? Good grief. No, let's do this. We can fight our way through it. So I've eaten the banana. I'm going to eat some of these, and we're going to blend our way through all of these foes, and it'll be fine. Because I'm keen on getting a hold of all of that glorious coal. Because again, the more coal I've got, the easier it's going to be to make the preserve jars, because they cost 8 each time. And these dust sprites, which to be fair are jumping mushrooms at the moment, that's going to give me a greater return. So let's see how well this goes. So we're going to stab that. We've got a strange bun. I'm going to guess I could sell that as well if I don't need it. What other things have we got here? Well, okay, we're at 1 AM. I should probably poodle on back home because we're getting late. I'm going to murderize this one and then head home. There we go. Whoop. I do enjoy being just able to teleport like that. And I know I've said it a few times, but my goodness, it feels like the best result. Like, not having to worry about things like that. It's just like, oh man, I'm so happy. Like, time as a general thing is just no worries. And it genuinely makes me really happy that that's a thing that I have and I don't have to worry about. Okay, so what next? Well, I'm going to fling a couple more things into here for sailing. For sailing. To sell. For sailing, that's not... That is such bad Englishing. Good grief, Walrus. Somehow, I don't know, genuinely don't understand how I don't fall down more. But yes, that's a thing. So we're going to slap that in there. Okay, so it's time for bed, and now on to Tuesday. So we've got a little bit of coffee here ready to go, which, again, kind of standard fare. And my child is wearing the knight's helmet and looks absolutely ridiculous, which is hilarious. I really enjoy how silly they look. And I've picked up the table again. Totally didn't mean to do that. It's such a regular occurrence as well that I just pick up the table and like, oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. I mean, I've got all the art I could put up on the walls, and that's kind of nice, I guess. It's just not my focus at the moment. Don't really care too much right now with regards to that, honestly. Which I know might be a bit ridiculous, but it's just I don't care at this point. I've got other things that are more important for me to deal with. Okay, so I've got a free largemouth bass. Thank you. Let's see what else are we going to get today. Well, we're going to definitely do some more dungeon delving and murderize some more of the coal-giving dust sprites. Because, again, that's useful. Aha, there you are, Leo. Get here. I have a mango. Eat the mango. Good lad. Well, that's nice. I'm glad Penny's trying to teach you how to be a functional human being. Because, yeah, you are, still nothing but a young boy who's been living on an island for far too long. And hopefully he doesn't actually have that much to catch up on, because, I mean, he's still quite young, really. So, theoretically, he hasn't got that much catch up to do. Yeah, he's probably got some, but it's not as bad as it could be. Right, well, we've got some more hardwood. That's nice. Because I'm totally going to go and cut down that mahogany tree. Because why would I not? The hardwood itself is actually just generally useful. So, it kind of makes sense to me to just have at it and try and use it as much as possible. So, yeah. It makes perfect sense to me. Okay. What now? Well, that's another swarm of those blasted creatures, so we're going to murderize them. And kind of hope for the best, I guess. Okay, so let's slapperize them an absolute treat and give them a murdering, because it needs to happen. And kind of hope for the best. Okay. So, chop this up. I think that's one of the things I got to really consider is that I've got the opportunity to gather a large quantity of resources. Oh my goodness, another prismatic shard. That, not saying it makes me angry. It's more that it frustrates me that it was so much of a faff for me to try to find the blasted thing, like the blasted prismatic shards. I had to grind through all of the what they're called to get one. What am I thinking of? The Omnigeodes. And it's just like, that's so aggravating that it's just so easy. How dare it be that easy? It's so annoying. I mean, yes, I'll live, but it's still annoying. Okay, so what else do I want to keep? Well, I should probably eat the fish, to be fair. I'm going to eat the strange bun. Because that's probably a generally prudent idea. Because strange buns, extra energy. And that's kind of what I need, is just energy. Give me all of that, please. Okay, what's the next plan here? So we've got another ghost coming in, and they're just going to be annoying, because ghosts generally are. It's just how they work, they're irritating. And need to go away. What else can we deal with here? We've got lots to sort of work on. Still trying to figure that one out, to be fair, perfectly honest with you. I mean, we're still pretty early on in the day. We're still not even into anything past midday yet. So we've still got plenty of time to do things whilst we're rampaging around and doing stuff. But it is going to be a little bit more of a faff. Okay, so that's a lot of, again, lot of creatures coming my way. And I'm going to have to deal with them. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Okay. Thankfully, again, the dust sprites don't exactly hit hard, but they're still annoying to an extent. They're there, they're annoying, they need to go away. But at the same time, I'll deal with it. Okay. So, more spiders again. Again, please just go away. There. Right, it's another way down. Fantastic stuff. Now, I kind of got to figure out what's going to be the next plan for the next few, I guess. Because there is a thought that I've got, which is that I've got to figure out how am I going to function over the next few days in what am I going to do, how am I going to do stuff, and how's it going to work. Because obviously I want to achieve everything in the game. It's a big desire of mine. I want to make sure I get all of the best results that I can in the game. But how am I going to achieve it? I mean, I've got another galaxy soul, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't really need the coffee bean. I've got loads of coffee anyway. Man. Look at all these damn dust sprites. They just will not go away, will they? Which is a good thing, because I need dust sprites, because I need the money. Well, the value from them, which is giving me the coal. And coal is going to be the main thing. I've got lots of wood, so I could, in theory, just burn that into charcoal. And that's not a bad thing. That I could definitely sort of like do that and get it out of the way. Wouldn't hurt. And I've also got all of the trees that I planted over at the quarry, which I haven't been over there in a while. That's probably something I should probably have a look at, actually, thinking about it honestly. Because, yeah, it's been a while since I've been over there, and there are a lot of useful things over there. So I think I'm going to have to go over there and just sort of, like, cut my way through the trees. Just, again, try to get money. Okay, so we've got 3 fully grown mahogany trees. That's great. Now, the mahogany trees, of course, are going to be particularly useful to me this run because I want to test the opportunity and the capability of the heavy tapper. And is it going to make me more resources? Is it going to make me more sap? Because if it does, that then gives me more of a benefit for getting the iridium. Because as a knock-on for having iridium and sap, 40 each sap each time as well, I'll be able to make the really good fertilizer. And that is the end game goal here, is really good quality sap. Now, I think I'm going to have to be a lot more mercenary as well here on Ginger Island. I'm just going to plant starfruit for now and just sell it by the bucket load. Because that stuff is the highest value crop that I can quickly grow. It's going to be an easy one in that regard. And I can use it in like pickling. I can turn it into starfruit jam. I can turn it into starfruit wine. And I think that's going to have to be how it goes. Honestly. Okay, extended family or skull cannon. I'm going to try the extended family. I've only got 3 days to do. Oh, that's going to be really challenging. I kind of want to do it. I want to give it a go. But I don't think it's going to actually be that viably capable for me. That's a shame, really. Well, I don't need to worry that much. Because, yes, I've got the opportunity to do some more stuff for Mr. Key. But I don't care that much right now. Like you see, I'm doing quite well overall. I've got great friends, 88%. I've got 97% of the cooking recipes, 72% of the crafting. So that's not awful. Now, what can I do? I could probably make the rest of the braziers, actually, couldn't I? Obviously, I can't make the marble one because I'm going to have to crack open some more geodes for that. So I am going to take the geodes I've got and I'm going to give them to Clint to sort that out for me. Because that will give me hopefully will give me the marble that I need to make it. And I think also it's an aquamarine. I think I've got some of those. I will need to double check. Because I'm not 100% sure. Now, of course, I've got all this starfruit here that I cannot replant as starfruit, which is a shame. So it's going to be radishes or sunflowers, I think. Because the sunflowers will last into the next season. Which is really the kind of the goal on that one, is that I can essentially ignore them. Like, they'll grow and then I don't have to worry about them. Goodness, all of those melons. That's great. I kind of want to use some of the starfruit as well to make another Junimo hut there. I should really do that. Oh, look at that. All that ancient fruit wine that I'm just going to sell straight away. Because, again, I don't need at this moment in time. I've got more than enough that's aging anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal to me at this point. I could keep it, but there's not as much point to keeping it right now. So let's throw in the ancient fruit and just get stuff done. Okay. Well, that's even more. That's fine. Lovely. And again, having more of the more kegs and preserve jars is going to really be the easy way out through this one. Hoe that up. Yeah, I think actually I should do my best in trying to get a hold of I think I'm going to have to do my best in actually making another shed. Okay, so let's put in some stuff in here that we've actually got already, that just on hand. because then we don't have to worry about it. That's fine. So we've got banana. Banana jam. Is that a thing? Like, genuinely, has anyone actually tried a banana jam? It sounds like something that should be feasible, but I don't know if it is. I mean, my inane curiosity is kind of piqued. Like, I like bananas, but not like a silly amount. They're nice and all. But, and are they a thing that could be good as a jam? Yeah, okay. I know. I'm being very much like umming and ahhing and really thinking maybe a bit too much about everything and the life, the universe, and everything. But yeah, it's a consideration, a genuine thought process. I mean, I'm probably spouting some random mad nonsense, which is, to be fair, quite normal for me. But for now, we're gonna try and figure this out and get what we can done, because that's important. Okay, so we've still got a lot of other general miscellaneous still to go. Yeah, I missed one, didn't I? I probably shouldn't have put a salmon berry in there, because that's another thing I should probably do, is just fling the salmon berries in for sale. Because salmon berries are, unfortunately, they're not very valuable on their own. And iridium quality salmon berries, with the bear's bonus knowledge, they're about the same sort of value, I believe, as the preserve, which is absurd. But that is a thing. So I'm going to grab all these star fruit. I'm going to plant some pumpkins. Because pumpkins. I have them, I might as well. Okay, so let's slap that in there. That's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. Anything else that we can do with it? Well, we've still got another 4 down there to go. That's fine. Okay, I'll live. It's a thing. There we go. So that's another 4 of them. Okay, so pumpkins are going to be the big crop in the next season. So that's fine. So that's a consideration looking forward. But what next? What other things can I do to sort of spin the most money? Because that is going to be the major consideration for me at the moment, is just how can I make as much money as physically possible this year? Because, yeah, I want to make sure it works. I want it to be done. I want it to be sorted. That's my jam right now. But oh well. Well, I got lots of milk, which is good. Well, I say milk. I've got lots of cheese, which is nice. Again, we'll sell that because we've got it, and it needs to be spin that money. There's got to be other sneaky things that I can try and do. I mean, one can hope there's other sneaky things that I can try and pull here. So I've got all these melons to harvest. That's fine. Again, I'm probably going to put them in the preserves area. Because, again, that's just useful. Probably sensible. Because preserves. Melon jam. Again, a melon jam. That seems... I mean, it seems reasonable, but I don't know whether it's actually a feasible, viable thing. It's... Is jam a particularly capable thing of melon? I mean, it's sweet enough. I mean, I'm usually thinking of, like, berries when it comes to fruits like that. I don't know. I really need to actually do some weird investigation. I'm gonna do some weird research, and this is where I'm gonna find out that no, I'm just chatting some mad nonsense, and I shouldn't be allowed out in public. So, yeah, we'll see. Because like I say, I know I'm an idiot. But yeah. Is there anything else that we can sort out right now? Well, I do want to make those other, what they called? Braziers. Because the braziers are going to be quite a nice thing to just generally have, I think. Won't hurt, which is cool and all. And I'd like to just have them. Let's just see, is there anything else I can pop in here? I don't really want melon wine. I want the melon preserves. I don't know if that's actually the more viable option, to be fair, though. Part of my brain feels that that is. But maybe. I think is the short answer, unfortunately, on that one. Very much the I could be right, I could be wrong. I don't honestly know. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Right, so I need some gold, I need some other bits of wood, I need some iron, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make 2 of each, I think, and just line the stairs with them, because that kind of makes sense. Like, not the stairs, sorry, the pathways. Just because it'll look cool. I think. I mean, some of them, yes, don't look very cool and snazzy, so fair enough, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay. So let's slap these down. So these are like the most boring ones, I feel. Which is a shame, but they are very boring. Comparatively. So are these ones. They're a bit dull. Meh. Barrel ones, again, dull. 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 We'll put the dull ones at the front. And then we'll put the more exciting ones nearer to the house. Cool. There we go. And the barrels themselves can go there. And we'll just light them all. There's me hoping that I could just hold down the A key and just light them all. No, I've actually got to go in and be vaguely sensible. Meh. Right, well, it's time for bed, so I'm going to wrap up there. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you have enjoyed, please do like, share, and subscribe, because it does definitely help me out. And please comment below. It's always nice to see the engagement. And hopefully I'll catch you again the next time the Walrus plays Stardew Valley.